Buongiorno, my name is Lorenzo, I'm half Italian, and in this video I'm going to teach you everything that you need to know to confidently handle yourself at a hotel in Italy. Whether you're talking about reservations, parking, payment, anything like that, I'm going to give you some key phrases and vocab to give you a happier trip. The way that it's going to work, I'm first going to talk about some vocab using some beautiful visuals that I've made, and then we're going to dive into some key phrases. Happy practicing, let's get started. Allora, let's start out with some vocab that everybody needs to know. So we can start out with la chiave, meaning key. Make sure to pronounce this chiave and not chiave. So CH in Italian is going to be a cut sound, la chiave. La prenotazione is one of my favorite words to teach beginners because it's so long. La prenotazione just means booking or reservation. If you really want to cheat, you can just say il booking, but try and pronounce it. So la prenotazione. Prenotazione is your booking or your reservation. You can use this whether you're going to a hotel or a restaurant, or if you've booked, some other event, a dance, a show, whatever, you can use it as well. L'ascensore is just going to be a lift, so you might want to know where that is, obviously, if you have heavy bags. Talking about maybe included breakfast, you could say la colazione. So that's breakfast. Colazione inclusa is going to be included. So as a whole phrase, la colazione inclusa is included breakfast. Il servizio in camera. Il servizio in camera is just going to be your room service. And I thought I would include this here anyway, so il Wi-Fi. So just so you know how to pronounce it. It's not Wi-Fi with a nice British accent, il Wi-Fi. Good. Maybe even Wi-Fi will do, but Wi-Fi is the Italian way. Okay, you're going to need to know about the different room types. So we could have camera singola, obviously single room, camera doppia, twin room, or camera matrimoniale, meaning, couples room, or technically matrimoniale is wedding room, but camera matrimoniale is going to be your couples room. Looking at some phrases that you might use in and around the hotel, you could have something like ho una prenotazione a nome di. Okay, so we've got that infernal word again, prenotazione. And the whole phrase means I've had a reservation under or in the name of. Ho una prenotazione a nome di. If you can't pronounce it, you just walk up to the desk and shout your name repeatedly and hopefully they understand. But ho una prenotazione a nome di is really going to be the best way to say this. If you're just feeling impulsive, you could say avete una camera disponibile per stanotte, meaning do you have a room free for tonight? The key word here is just going to be disponibile, meaning free or available. A bit more simple, gladly, you could say c'è un parcheggio, or as a question, of course, c'è un parcheggio, by raising our voices at the end, turns into a question, meaning, is there parking? Okay, useful one to know. Okay, other common questions, these might be more relevant on the phone, but a che ora è il check-in? So, a che ora è is one that I'd like you to remember, or I suggest you remember, just means at what time is. Now, this could be, breakfast, check-in, check-out, it could be dinner, it could be a show, whatever. A che ora è is what time, and then check-in, obvious. Okay, hopefully this is just a standard across the world, but if there's ever a place that doesn't do free Wi-Fi, you say il Wi-Fi è gratuito, question. Gratuito meaning free. You could also say, I don't know, it could be not Wi-Fi, it could be cleaning or something. It could be something that isn't free. So il something is free is just a good question to know. La colazione è inclusa is breakfast included. Colazione, again, practice that word. Okay, if you are staying in the cheapest hotel money could buy because you wanted to spend so much on actual tourist things, then you might have some problems. So common problems and questions you might ask would be, posso avere un'altra chiave? Would be, may I have another key? Posso avere, it just means may I have. So you can keep this in mind. Could I have an extra towel? Could I have another, I don't know, cube of sugar, whatever it is. Posso avere un'altra chiave? Can I have another key? And posso avere, can I have? To just say there's a problem with something, you say c'è un problema con. There is a problem with. In this case, l'aria condizionata would be the aircon, but c'è un problema con, there's a problem with. Another way you could say this is il riscaldamento non funziona. But if you just want to say the thing, non funziona, like la doccia, the shower doesn't work, whatever, or la chiave non funziona, yeah, non funziona doesn't work. Okay, more questions galore. So, a che ora viene servita la colazione? You might be able to piece this one out based on the other words we've studied so far, but a che ora viene servita la colazione? At what time is breakfast served? So, a che ora and la colazione, good ones to know. Posso ordinare il servizio in camera? Can I get room service? Again, posso ordinare, may I order or can I order? Okay, last but certainly not least, we could say dove si trova and then something. So in this case, dove si trova l'ascensore? Where can I find the lift? But you could say dove si trova il parcheggio? Where can I find the parking? Dove si trova, whatever, the restaurant, you could say. C'è un parcheggio disponibile? So is there free parking space? I think earlier we had, is there a room disponibile? In this case, is there a parking disponibile? And finally, you might want to ask something like, può consigliarmi un buon ristorante? Now you could ask this to your receptionist or something, that may you recommend me a good restaurant if there isn't one in the hotel. There are definitely going to be lots of good restaurants around, so I'd say learn this one. Thanks for watching. If you want to learn some more vocabulary, check out these videos here.